If you've been playing Skyblock for a while now, you'll know that pets are a huge part of stat increases and bonuses. So that also comes with dungeons. Dungeons require pets because of the certain abilities and perks that they have. So today I'll be going over the best pet layouts for dungeon classes individually. So let's get right into it. Starting off with the healer class, there's a pet that is a lot better than all the other ones for this specific class. So for this pet, you really need the epic or legendary. The color doesn't matter. So it can be epic or legendary. As you can see, we stole a legendary one from the auction house. The ability that the legendary one has is powerful potions. It's not really that necessary. But for the epic one, it has everything but the powerful potions, so it is a great pet for healer. As you can see, the radiant regeneration boosts your base health regen by 100% and heals players within 8 blocks by 10 health per second. And so while in dungeons for hungry healer, every teammate every teammate for every 100 you heal, teammates apply the enchanted golden apple effect to all players within 10 blocks. And that's a 10-second cooldown. So you can give the absorption or an enchanted golden apple effect to all your teammates within 10 blocks, so that's really good. And as you can see, that's a great pet for healer. So that's pretty much the one you'd want to use for healer class. So the next class we have on the list is mage. So for mage, you'd want to have a legendary sheep pet. The legendary sheep pet is the only and best pet by far for the mage class. You want to have this pet within a textbook as its held item because it increases the pet's intelligence by 100%. You get flat out ability damage. You get a 50% ability damage and 200 intelligence right off the bat. And the first ability is really good. It reduces the mana cost of items by 20% or abilities. Overheal gives a 10% shield after not taking damage for 10 seconds. That's not necessarily good for mage, but it's pretty good for being tanky as a mage. And Dungeon Wizard increases your total mana by 25% while in dungeons. That is insane for being a mage. So that is the best pet for mage class. And now let's move on to the next class. So the next class on the list is Berserker. So there are 3 specific pets that you can use for being a Berserker. The first one is a tiger. You'd want to have a tiger with the ability which is called the the Iron Claws, because it gives the pets 40% crit damage and 40% crit chance. So it's pretty good for the tiger. And you also have a Wither Skeleton, which gives 0.3% less damage from Wither Skeletons. I'm pretty sure that goes to 30% at level 100. Wither Blood deal 0.5% more damage to wither mobs, which is really good because in the higher floors, a lot of the mobs are withers, such as the bosses. And Death's Touch is really the thing that you need. It's the best best ability on the wither because it deals up to 200% of the damage over 3 seconds. So if you hit a mob for 100k damage, with this pet being level 100, if you hit, it would keep hitting the mob for 200k over 3 seconds. So that's pretty good. And you also want it with something like the the sharpened claws, because it does not have crit chance or crit damage or a lot of it on its own. So I would boost it by 15%. And the auction house actually stole our E-Drag, so I'm gonna go grab that really quickly. Come back, E-Drag. Oh no. Okay, so it's here. We have it right there. So the E-Drag, obviously our E-Drag, didn't just steal that. So the E-Drag is probably the best pet for Berserker right now, since it's the best pet in the game, period. Deal 25% more damage to end mobs. That's pretty irrelevant for dungeons. One with the dragon buffs the aspect of the dragon swords by 50 damage level 100, and 30 strength level 100. So that's pretty good if you're using the AOTD as your dungeon sword. Increases all stats by 10% at level 100. That's just amazing. It's 2 times better than the effect of superior armor. And you want to have your held item as the same one over here, the big teeth, I think it was, or yeah, I think it was, no, it wasn't big teeth. Okay, you know what? Buy E-Drag. Okay, we're going. Okay, disco pants. And then let's get back to that. So you want to have no, it was hard. No, it was iron claws. Iron claws. How did I forget that? But you want to have the iron claws on your E-Drag, not the auction house's one. So now let's move on to the next class. Alright, so for Archer class, there's one pet that stands out the most. That is the best by far, and that's the legendary skeleton pet. At level 100, it gives a decent amount of crit chance and crit damage. It also boosts your arrow damage by 20%, which is tripled while in dungeons. So your arrow damage is tripled in dungeons, and it's boosting it by 20% from bone arrows. And for combo, gain a combo stack for every bow hit, granting 3 strength, max 11 stacks. Stacks disappear after 8 seconds, so that's pretty good if you're killing a lot of mobs with your bow. And skeletal defense is your skeleton shoots an arrow dealing 60 times your crit damage when a mob gets close to you, and you have a 15% cooldown on that, or 15-second cooldown. And the best thing for it is sharpened claws. So you can put a lot of crit damage on it, since your bow should give you a bit of crit chance if you have it on Unreal. So that's pretty much it for Archer class, and now moving into our final class, which is Tank. Alright, so I'm going to be filming this next to the auction house because I have neither of the tank pets. So if we go to Turtle, which is the best tank pet as a legendary, so you get a lot of health and defense. You get 20% defense at level 100. You get almost 50 defense and 30 health per second while in or near in the water. You gain immunity to knockback, so that means the mobs in dungeons won't be able to toss you around, and you can stick your spot. And you'd want to do this with the ability Big Teeth, I'm pretty sure, that gives you 50 defense. That pet item, let me see if any of the other ones have it. That one doesn't even have one. No. Oh, hardened skills, 25 defense. That's the one you want to use. And there's another pretty good one that is arguably better, arguably not. Better than the turtle, so it's the blue whale. But this will cost you a lot more than the blue whale. At level 100, it's 140 mil, almost a epic E-Drag. So you get a lot of health. All potions heal 250 health. Gain 3 defense per max 20 health. So if you're in Mastiff, you can get some pretty good tanking in, and you get your plus 20% max health. So this is a better pet for Mastiff. And you'd also want this with hardened skills, which boosts your defense by 25%. So that's a great pet in general. It's good if you're using Mastiff, arguably better. And there's a pet for tank that you can use if you're on a budget, which is the ghoul pet. As you can see, increases all healing by 16% almost as a level 63. Let's see if there's a level 100 anywhere. It doesn't look like it. So you get a good amount of health, up to 25 or 20% when it's level, or 25. Either 20 or 25% healing boost. It increases the health and the range of the zombie sword by 31.5% at level 63. It increases the health and lifespan of the Reaper Scythe zombies by 63%. As you can see, this is not the best pet for tank, but it is an option if you don't want to spend as much on a blue whale or a turtle. As you can see, the lowest bin here is about 3 mil. for a level 1, and it's a combat pet, so you should be able to level up that pretty easily. So that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy the pets, for the best pets and layouts for every dungeon class in the game at the moment. These might change as later floors come out, but if they do, I will be updating you guys on those. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy, and peace out.